Okay, I got something here. Not sure what it is. Could be among the most peculiar finds I've ever come across. Quite often as detectorists we come across old cutlery like spoons and forks and things like that, and we can identify them and it's lots of fun. But look at this. I'll focus in on this. This has got to be the cutest little fork I've ever seen in my life. Look at that. It is metal. It's a tiny, tiny little fork. Amazing. Might have writing on it, and I'll check that out closer. But the stuff, there's other stuff in the hole, and I'm really not sure what it is. That looks like it is. It's a chain with a pearl on the end. Don't know if that's real or synthetic, but the chain goes on. I don't want to pull it too hard because I don't want to break it. Yeah, I'm going to have to dig that out. It's very, very delicate. And then there's something else in the hole down here. Look, what is that? That might be the other end of the chain. No, it's not. It's free. But it looks like a little charm. Maybe that's just exactly what I got here, is a charm bracelet. Far out. Far out. Listen to me, looking back in the 70s. But that is so cool. I'm going to do some more digging here and let you know what I get. Here's that chain. It does not appear to be gold or silver. It's a little bit corroded. It was just under the surface. So it looks to be more like a pendant rather than a wrist charm band or charm bracelet. So how cool is that though? Just wonder who lost that. And those other things that I found in the same hole. No explanation for it at this point. Anyway, that's cool. On to the next. And I just started, like that was my first hole here at this old church site. So let's see what else is to be had. Okay, I am gonna rank this as among the most peculiar holes I've ever dug. This seems to be part of the same charm bracelet, and it's got writing on it. It's a very, very tiny disc, way too small to be a coin. And on this side it says, "I art of your world." I art of your world. If I can get the thing in focus. Doesn't like to focus when it's totally zoomed in like that for some reason. I art of your world. And then it's got a few little letters on the other side I can't quite make out. It's not a precious metal. It's just starting to corrode. But let's see if there's anything else in that hole. That's not a penny. That is not a penny. It wasn't that deep, but I'm thinking that might be silver. Or a modern dime. Yeah, it's a modern dime. All day long. Nice toning. Could have been a silver. Look at the shine off that thing. Beauty. Anyway, next one's silver. And what, may I ask, is this? It's heavy. It's brass. It's got a hole in it. It doesn't appear, well, maybe it was broken off of something. I don't know. Could be just a piece of furniture hardware, or I don't know. Your comments are absolutely invited. This may be the mystery item of the week. Like I say, it's quite heavy. An unknown object. Brass. Okay, I'm going to be really, really careful with this one. It could be something really, really important. Came up in the low to mid 90s. Oh, there's a train passing by now, so you may not hear me too well. I can't hardly even hear myself right now. Timing is everything. Hang on a second. Okay, most of that train noise is gone. As I said, this is it sounds like a pretty important signal. Quite high on the Garrett AT Pro. Came in at low 90s. Just gonna try and pry out this dirt here without damaging anything. I don't see. Oh. No. There's a green rim right there. I don't know if you can see it. That's too big to be just a modern penny and too deep. Let's pry that out and see what we got. Oh yeah. I think I know what I got here. Let me just pop that. Look how green that is. I would say this is a large cent, folks. It is emerald green. That was down about 6 inches. And as I said, it came up in a really consistent 92, 93, which is usually reserved for silver or corroded copper. Let me see if I can get a date off this. I'm excited. Okay, not really sure what this at this point. Can't even tell if it's a Vicky or a George. I can see some pattern there in the back, which would suggest the leaves going around the outside, which is consistent with a Canada large cent prior to 1920. On the obverse, getting nothing here but some wind. So I'll drop some lemon juice right on that when I get home and see if I can get off the corrosion and get a date off of this. But great find. Well, here we are on a classic Canada Day long weekend at the cottage. Nice Canada flags flying there in the light breeze. Very, very hot today. 35, 36 degrees Celsius, high humidity. But that's what makes it a classic Canada Day long weekend, I guess. This little beach here has been dug before by me. Didn't find much, but there's all kinds of signals, mostly iron and other scrap. But I'm willing to go at it again. I'm a little bit more experienced now since the last time I did this. I have to say the neighbor's beach is a little bit more well tended, but still there's about maybe 100, 200 feet here of sandy stone, stony sand, whatever you want to call it, and high iron content. Just signals all over the place, even though I'm at 50% sensitivity. And this area has been occupied as a cottage for 50, 60 years, so there could be some decent stuff here. We'll soon find out, but hey, great scenery, pleasant evening. What more could you ask for? So I'm now around at the front of the cottage by the road here, and when I get into conditions like this, it's really not even worthwhile going on. I've got my sensitivity down to like 50%. You can see the numbers jumping around. I'm not even moving the detector, so I'm thinking, what's the point? Found a couple pennies, a lot of rusted nails. There are just signals all over the place. Very, very trashy property, so yeah, it's not much point. It's not that old, and I'd much rather be in a park or near an old swimming hole or something like that where there's some history, rather than digging up half the property and only finding rusted iron. So I'm gonna call it right here. I mean, look at that, look at the signals. It's just insane. Not much chance of finding anything good here, so packing it in for today.
Well, hello everybody, this is Kevin from Digging Halton. Hope you had a great week. I haven't posted now in a little over 2 weeks actually, so this is my episode 17 of season 1 already, which is amazing. The episodes are really piling up. So here's the wrap up for this week. Next week I'll be in Canmore and Calgary, Alberta, so hopefully there'll be more finds there and something a little bit more spectacular than this week, but I got some interesting things here I think you'll enjoy. So stay tuned for the wrap up.
We'll start with our spendable coins, which there isn't very much of. As I said, I was only out the one time this week, so it was probably my lowest total ever, $1.55, and added to the previous total of $90.70, we got a total for the year of $92.25. 1 loonie, 1 quarter, 2 nickels, and 2 dimes, and nothing really old. And again, a record low of pennies, only 10 of them this time out. But we'll add those to the penny bucket, and that will continue to grow. Now, on to the finds of this week. You saw me dig this chain out of the ground along with the charms. So I'm sure it is a charm bracelet. It is Disney branded. And the chain is rather nice, but not really high quality metal. The charms include a little seashell from The Littlest Mermaid, a little fork there, which is really cute. I believe that's from Beauty and the Beast, and a disc that says part of your world. I misquoted that in the video that you saw. I couldn't quite read it, and it's been a long time since I've watched any Disney videos, so there you go. This item here is, I believe, part of a mechanical pencil, and it has a built-in sharpener on it. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. And we got this item here. It's probably the mystery item of the week. It's very heavy brass. It's got a beveled hole in it and 2 ends that have been broken off of something larger. It's got lines on the back of it. Get that right in there and focus it for you. So it's almost as if, I don't know, those lines are intentional, but what this belonged to, what's it part of, who knows. If you can enlighten me, I would really appreciate it. And then we got what I thought was a cufflink, but I don't think so. It broke off when I dug it out of the hole. It's very inexpensive and not very valuable metal because it's been corroding. Although this part here is interesting in that it's got a nice shiny gold wash finish on it. Not heavy at all though. And a what do you call this? A safety pin, I guess. And I found an alpine. Never found an alpine before. That's a first for me. I wouldn't say it's a bucket list, but it's an alpine. Anybody else find an alpine out there? So that's the finds for this week. There's my trash. Quite a bit of it actually, considering I was only out the once. And that's just to show you that I do pick up all my trash, I bring it home and I recycle it. Don't throw stuff back in the ground for somebody else to find, that's for sure. So thanks for watching this week, I appreciate it. Hopefully next week we'll have something a little bit more exciting. Oh yeah, I forgot the most important find. The large cent. It's not in very good shape. I immersed this in lemon juice for like an hour. And took a toothbrush to it. Oops, sorry. It turned out to be 1913, so hey, I'm happy with it. It's my 3rd large cent of the year. I'm going to be going back to that site later this month because there's a lot of ground there that I haven't dug and a lot of good stuff to be found, so stay tuned for that. Stay tuned also for my new giveaway. That'll be announced in the next week or two, so lots of stuff to look forward to. Thanks for watching, and see you again next week.